You're in the air, chef of the future.
Straight out of Gotham XSM. Castanet created. 1.1 commits. Straight out of current autoplay. Button.
Wow, 2 years and you still don't know how to work controls? What's up with that? Awesome. Yeah. We're here to testify? Yeah. It's awesome. Testify? Testify. Awesome. Yeah. You don't fuck with Eddie Midnight. He's the rid of it. The greatest feeling in Gotham, motherfuckers. Testify? Then the motherfucker speaks. Batman 428, yo. Comic's almost 30 years old. Awesome sauce. Smilex is good drugs. I'm gonna create my own designer drug and call it Smilex. Because this is American, damn it. Why so serious? Awesome sauce. Okay, go on. Hello, everyone. This is Adam Wonders, the blind comic pimp. the mentally undeveloped party host here at the Awesome Sauce Comics Podcast. It's December 22nd, 2017, and we are back on the scene. About to have a sip of a Coke. I'd like to give a shout out to my bosom buddies over at Hanks American, www.hanksamerican.com. Custom made cutting boards. They're cutting boards that are used for cutting like meat and shit, and they're awesome. They're amazing. I'm gonna see if I can get him to donate one to me so I can do a demonstration of it here on the podcast. Hank is an awesome guy. He's awesome sauce. I thank you for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. I thank you for the friendship, the encouragement, the support, the advice. And of course, you can't have one without the other. This episode is also being co-sponsored by Abduction Wine. Abduction Wine is the greatest line in the known motherfucking galaxy. It is when General Zod has Lois Lane sucking his dick, kneeling before him, he's toasting with Abduction Wine. When Darth Vader's blowing planets up, he's also getting a blowjob from Princess Leia. Dude, that ain't cool. Well, she didn't know that, Vader was her father and shit. And two Jedi. So, it could have happened in New Hope. I don't know, that's still technically... Just shut the fuck up and do your promo. Yeah. Alien Rob, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I love you. I thank you. Ha! Milky Marbles coming sometime in 2018, I think. Thank you for that. Thank you for the tornado. Stand back. It's blowing. It's sucking. It's fucking. It's going wild and insane in the membrane. It's the tornado running through New Brunswick sometime in 2018. It's on the scene. It's ripping exotic off limb from limb and go cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Yeah. Tornado. But I love you, Rob. You're my brother from another mother. You're the man. I love you, man. My best to you and Lisa this holiday season. So either go to www.hanksamerican.com or www.abductionwine.com. Tell them all Blind Adam sent you. This is my pre-Christmas episode. Since Christmas and New Year's are on a fucking Monday this year. Don't know why. Just gonna be chilling. Watching Christmas specials. I want to say I watched the Family Ties, a Christmas Keaton Carol, where basically Alex P. Keaton, played beautifully by Michael J. Fox, was Scrooge, and it just holds up. I think in today's climate, Family Ties doesn't need a remake, doesn't need a reboot. It needs to be like the next generation. Like it's Alex P. Keaton and the Courtney Cox character. They get married and they have kids. And the next generation, it's not Alex P. Keaton's kids. It's like Alex P. Keaton's grandkids and shit. Like Mallory Keaton was like married Nick and was like a successful fashion designer and some shit. And Jennifer Keaton she can still be played by Tina Evers, or the chick that kicked all sorts of ass on Celebrity Fit Club. Tina Evers or I know how to pronounce words and shit. Fuck that. And she was like a successful musician, and I mean, it would be. That's how I would do it if I was going to do the Family Ties reboot. Family Ties, the next generation. Yeah. That would be awesome sauce. But it's just a really, really cool, take on Dickens' Christmas Carol. It's also a nice message of appreciate what you have in your life while you have it, because you never know. And man, I've been struggling with the Christmas spirit a little bit this year. We all know I had a really rough 2016. I was, and I think I'll share with you my Awesome Sauce family. And to everyone in the Awesome Sauce family, I thank you for inviting me into your homes. I thank you for being a part of my life. I thank you for being in my life. I thank you for being the greatest blessing in my life. I love you guys. Thank you all for helping me live my dream on a daily basis. Do you have a dream? You go chase it. Trust me, you're going to catch it. If you work hard enough, if you fight hard enough, if you do what it is you need to do and just take that first step, and you believe in your heart of hearts that it is yours for the taking, you will not believe the miracles that will happen in your life. So as we push on to year 3, as we go on to upwards and onwards, as I set up for the new studio, as we become bi-coastal, and, all sorts of beautiful things happen, I thank you for taking the journey with me. If there's anyone within the Awesome Sauce family who has a dream that I can help you achieve, 201-675-2104. Drop a voicemail. Comment COMICPIMPVIP@gmail.com. Leave me an email. Twitter @TheComicPimp. Facebook Adam Anthony and/or Fanboy Delights VIP. Remember, to give is to receive. And it doesn't matter what you give. It doesn't matter how much or how little. If you give something from the heart, that's all that matters. I love you guys. Yeah. But, I want to say that Dark Knight's Metal number 4 was amazing. I really, really think that it should, when all is said and done, Dark Knight's Metal was crossover of the year. Scott Snyder is a fucking genius. I want slight spoilers. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Basically, I want to see them do one shots for all the Dark Multiverse Supermen next. They looked badass. I also love that they're starting to reincorporate all the Jeff Jones Hawkman stuff. I mean, all the health metal being eaten was amazing. Uh, you know, the fact that you got Dream in the DC universe. You have fucking Neil Gaiman, Sandman in the DC universe. That is phenomenal. Uh, you know, Dark. You know, just if anyone can find a cheap copy of Teen Titans 12, scoop them up. You got a second print coming out January 17th. Go to your retailer. Go to 1888 comic book, the comic book store locator. Find a comic book store in your area and reserve copies of Teen Titans 12 second print, the first Batman Who Laughs. It's gonna be a $10. It's gonna be a second print. That's gonna be a $10 book out the gate. But yeah, you know, love Batman 37 this week. I really enjoyed the Superman Batman double date, and if Tom King wants to do a 4-issue miniseries on Lois Lane and Selena Kyle having a girls' night out, that would be neat. I mean, it was just fun. I'm not gonna spoil it. With this one exception. So, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. There's this one scene where Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, they're in a batting cage, and they're just arguing of who can kick whose ass in baseball. Which, is kind of sweet, because if you go through the Superman Batman Secret Files #1, which was written by Jeff Loeb, and it's in that original run. Now it harkens back to that little that they've always had a playful rivalry. And it's basically a short little story of Bruce Wayne driving through Smallville, fixing a flat tire, and watching Clark Kent play baseball. And it's Bruce and Clark wondering what would happen if Bruce played. It's a nice little sweet story. It's Superman and Batman Secret Files #1. I really like Batman 37. It's a great time to be a comic book fan, a great time to be a fan of pop culture media. Cannot wait to be going to AVN in January. The Adult Video Awards Expo. And I'll be filming a secret project with my good friend Julie Rocket. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to leave a link in the description. But everyone in the Awesome Sauce family could please donate anything they can to Gretchen Rocket, to help pay for this beautiful young 16-year-old girl's medical care for her brain surgery so she can get a new heart. I would appreciate that. You can give $1. You can give a prayer. But this girl was born deaf. By the age of 11, she had to have brain tumors removed. And now she's waiting for a new heart. Don't wish this on anyone. Let's help Gretchen get a heart. So, you can give her a Google, GoFundMe, Julie Rocket, Gretchen's Medical Fund, and I'll see what I can do about linking it in the actual link in the description once I get my computers fixed. but please. Julie's an amazing woman. She has an amazing daughter. And I do have an interview with her, a very special interview with her coming up soon. As well as a private project, which I'll announce after Christmas. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, guy need blowjobs with mistletoe. Yeah. You know, but yep, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. I should have some new stuff in the inventory for Clifton, the Clifton Comic Expo on January 14th. And, just life is sweet. I know I haven't reviewed the show much, but if you're not watching The Gifted on Fox, you're all fucking missing out. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you don't want your show spoiled, go back now. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you continue listening, and you leave nasty comments that we spoiled your shows, you're a stupid fuck. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Spoilers. Yeah. I can't believe they brought in the Stepford Cuckoos in a major way. I like the way that it's pronounced Feesey or Meesey, something like that. Basically manipulated, Reed and Kate, and also manipulated all the mutants, and then she gets all the humans to kill themselves at the fucking Sentinel services. It is the greatest ending I've ever seen. I cannot wait. New X-Men number 118, if you want to make the money. Also, Phoenix Endsong numbers 1 through 5 tells the origin of the 5 and 1. But I can see the Stepford Cuckoos getting much cosplay love because of this. I can see them being elevated. Maybe this is how we start getting Emma Frost and the Hellfire Club on the show. I hope that the Disney Fox merger doesn't fuck this show up, because as far as the X-Men is concerned, this is one of the best shows going today. I mean, if I had to do a top 5 superhero shows right now, and what they did to Dreamer, they just fucking kill her in cold blood like that. Holy shit! Oh, we think you're gonna do what you tell us. Clap, pat! They just killed her right there. And I hope they don't bring her back. I hope they keep Dreamer dead. Just so, because this is the vibe I got from it. And I'll never forget back in '92, watching X-Men the animated series, the first 2 episodes, and Morph dies in the first 2 episodes. He just gets his neck broken, and he gets his head crushed by the Sentinels, leaving the mutant registration complex. I mean, for a animated series aimed at kids, it's pretty badass, especially back in the early 90s. And they kept him dead for an entire season. So it really felt like any one of your favorite X-Men could die at any given time. And going back to this whole sequence, they reference adamantium and Wolverine. They actually, without saying it, they mentioned Department H, the Weapon X project, which basically the Stepford Cuckoos were created out of a part of the Weapon X project. Weapon Zero. I think it was Weapons Plus. Weapons Plus, Weapon Zero. Fucking Canadians with their numbering their weapons systems. What's up with that? Goofy, floppy headed, bacon loving, hockey playing, beer drinking motherfuckers. Yeah, we're from Canada, eh? We fuck prostitutes in 0 degree below level and then we play hockey, eh? Fucking Canadians. I love Canadians. Recognize! But the Gifted is amazing. I also think new X-Men 134. Please don't quote me on the issue number, which is the first Quit and Choir. Is another great book to get. I mean, I'm at this point right now with X-Men, between the New Mutants movie coming out, between Deadpool 2, between, and granted, I hope they find a way to reboot but not reboot the X-Men movie series at the same time with Dark Phoenix. The trailer looked decent, but I'm kind of skeptical. But it's a great time to be buying and investing in any first appearance or key X-Men book, any key page of original art, any vintage action figure. It's a great time in the X-Men history as far as other media. I mean, not like other Fox shows from that era. The original 90s cartoon is on DVD. The only thing I don't think that's on there is that 1989 G.I. Joe animated recycled animation of voice cast prior to the X-Men. I know it used to be available during the VHS days, but I don't think it's on any of the official releases of the Fox animated series. I also want to say Gotham needs a shit or get off the pot with Jerome. Either make Jerome the Joker, or don't make him the Joker. Make up your fucking minds already. Alright. The awesome dog has spoken. Okay, I'm sorry, I had a brain fart for a second. I just want to say that the Gotham fight scene between Bruce and Alfred was amazing. Alfred fucked Bruce up, and I wonder how they're gonna pay that off. I wonder if Bruce will come to his senses. And I'm just loving Gotham. They're so just made Sophia Falcone, who first appeared in Batman: The Long Halloween #6, and then becomes the Hangman in Dark Victory Dark Victory number 0 through 12 is basically her story as the Hangman. I loved how she, basically fucked Gordon And I still say everyone get your copies of Batman 666, which is the first pig now. It's still a cheap enough book. Yes, it is the first Damian Wayne as Batman. But Grant Morrison was a god. Happy is amazing. I'm not going to spoil it. Happy, the talking horse, which I'm going to watch the next episode in about 5 minutes. So I want to say, you all have a Merry Christmas. You eat, drink, be merry, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy great movies, TV, comics, blowjobs, food, whatever strikes your fancy. I love you guys. I thank you for being being in my life, inviting me into your homes, for being a member of the Awesome Sauce family. Always keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. God bless. Flying out, I'm out.
Stop recording video.